Less than 2% of men over 60 maintain muscle mass that rivals guys in their 30s. You're either in that 2% or you're not. And most of you watching, you don't even know which category you're in, because the markers aren't what you think. It's not about how much you bench, not your shirt size, not the number on the scale. The real signs? They're invisible to everyone except those who actually understand muscle physiology at this age. I'm about to show you 5 non-negotiable indicators that separate elite physiques from average bodies after 60. And one of them, you can test in the next 60 seconds. Are you actually rare or just another guy who thinks he is? Because the first sign starts with something you're probably failing right now. Squeeze your fist, hard as you can. Hold it. Can you maintain a 40-kilogram grip for 10 seconds straight? If yes, you're in the top 15% of men your age. If not, you're already behind and you don't even realize it. Johns Hopkins tracked 14,000 men over a decade. Their finding? Grip strength predicts all-cause mortality better than blood pressure after 60, better than cholesterol, better than BMI. Your forearms are the canary in the coal mine. Strong grip means your entire kinetic chain is functional. Central nervous system's firing correctly. Muscle recruitment patterns are intact. Protein synthesis is working. Weak grip? Everything downstream is compromised. And this shows up in 2 places most men don't connect. First, you're at the gym, unracking a loaded barbell for rows. Your grip fails at rep 6, but your lats could have gone 10. You just shortchanged your back development because your hands quit first. That's not a grip problem, it's a systemic weakness problem. Second, you're opening a jar at home. Takes you 3 tries. Your wife doesn't say anything, but you both noticed. That moment? It's not about the jar, it's about the signal your body just sent. You're declining, and it's measurable. But men in the 2%? They're dead hanging from a pull-up bar 3 times a week, 30 to 45 seconds per set. Non-negotiable. They're doing farmer's carries with weights that would make their younger selves proud. They're training grip as a primary movement, not an afterthought, because they understand something critical. Grip strength is the gateway metric. It's the first domino. When it falls, everything else follows. Can you pass the test right now? 40 kilograms, 10 seconds. Most can't, but grip strength alone won't get you into the 2%. Because the second sign, this is where most men lie to themselves about what they're actually carrying. It's not about size, it's about separation. And if you can't see it, you're not as lean as you think you are. Look at your shoulders right now. Not your biceps, your delts. Can you see 3 distinct heads? Anterior, lateral, posterior. Clear lines between them. If you can, you're not just carrying muscle, you're using it. Your body's in a protein-positive state, and your insulin sensitivity is functional. If you can't, you're either underfed on protein, or you're carrying too much subcutaneous fat. Both are fixable, but most men choose neither. They just keep adding volume to their training, thinking more work equals more definition. Dead wrong. After 60, your body defaults to fat storage. It's called anabolic resistance. Your muscles become less responsive to the same protein stimulus that worked at 40. You need 40% more protein now to trigger the same muscle protein synthesis response you got 2 decades ago. The average man loses 8% of his muscle mass per decade after 40. By 70, you've lost a quarter of what you had at your peak. But men in the 2%? They're eating 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight every single day, split across 4 to 5 meals. Not 1.2, not 1.4, 1.6 minimum. Old way, train 6 days a week, eat 80 grams of protein daily, wonder why you look soft despite the effort. Strategist's way, train 4 to 5 days a week, eat 120 to 140 grams of protein daily, see separation within 8 weeks. Your muscles are high-performance machinery. You can have the horsepower, but if they're buried under a layer of insulation, body fat, they're invisible. Definition isn't vanity. It's proof your metabolism is working. Can you see delt separation when you raise your arm? Can you see the line between your chest and shoulder? If not, you're making one of 2 mistakes. You're not eating enough protein to preserve what you have, or you're not lean enough to show what you've built. Both require discipline, not motivation. But muscle separation is still just the second sign, because the third one, you can test it in 60 seconds, and it'll tell you more about your longevity than any blood panel. It's about balance, and most men fail it spectacularly. Stand on one leg right now. No holding on to anything. Eyes open. Can you hit 45 seconds? If not, you're statistically at higher risk for a fall that ends your independence. Not tomorrow, but within the next 5 years. Mayo Clinic tracked 1,700 men over 60. Their data, inability to balance on one leg for 20 seconds, correlates with doubled stroke risk. Not because poor balance causes strokes, because both indicate the same thing. Neuromuscular decline. Your brain's losing its connection to your muscles. Proprioception is failing, and most men don't realize it until they trip on a curb and end up in the ER. Balance isn't a nice to have. It's the foundation of everything else. But most men avoid the fix because they've bought into the biggest training trap after 60. Bilateral movements only. They squat, they deadlift, they bench. All good, but incomplete. Elite physiques train unilateral. Bulgarian split squats, single leg Romanian deadlifts, pistol squat progressions. Why? Because bilateral work masks imbalances. Your strong leg compensates for your weak one. You think you're balanced, you're not. You're just hiding the deficit. Unilateral work exposes it, forces each leg to carry its own weight, literally. Protocol: 2 sessions per week, 3 sets of 8-10 reps per leg. Bulgarian split squats on Monday, single leg RDLs on Thursday. Non-negotiable. Start with body weight if you need to. Add a dumbbell when you can do 10 reps without wobbling. Progress to a barbell when balance feels automatic. This isn't about aesthetics, it's about survival. Falls are the #1 cause of hospitalization for men over 65. Break a hip at 68, 50% chance you're never functionally independent again. Those aren't my numbers, that's CDC data. Balance training keeps you out of that statistic. Can you do it right now? 45 seconds, one leg, no support. Most can't. But balance is just sign 3, because sign 4? This is the metabolic advantage nobody sees. It's the reason some men stay lean without trying while others fight every pound. And it has nothing to do with genetics. Average 65-year-old man, resting metabolic rate sits around 1,400 to 1,500 calories daily. Elite physique at 65, 1,700 to 1,900. That's a 300 to 400 calorie buffer every single day. Without extra cardio, without suffering. Most men don't understand what that means. It means you eat more and stay leaner. It means you don't obsess over every meal. It means food becomes fuel, not the enemy. Muscle is metabolically expensive. Every pound of lean mass burns 6 calories at rest. Fat burns 2. You maintain 20 extra pounds of muscle over the average guy your age? That's 120 calories burned daily just existing. Over a year? 43,800 calories. That's 12.5 pounds of fat you don't gain automatically. Your body becomes a furnace that doesn't quit. But it's not just muscle, it's movement. NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Elite guys move more unconsciously. They fidget. They take stairs without thinking. They don't sit for 4-hour stretches watching TV. This adds 200 to 500 calories burned daily. Not from workouts, from existing with energy. Track your steps for 3 days. Under 7,000 daily, you're metabolically average. Over 10,000, you're in the elite zone. And this is where the real payoff lives. It's not about vanity, it's about capacity. You're 67, traveling across the country to see your grandkids. Long flight, rental car, chasing a 4-year-old around a playground for 2 hours. Then dinner, then helping move furniture the next day because that's what grandfathers do. The average guy? He's wrecked by day 2, needs a nap, backs out of the physical stuff, feels old. You? You're fine. Energized even, because your metabolism gives you margin, room to live without rationing your energy like it's a scarce resource. That's the separation. Not the mirror, the life you get to live because your body still works. But metabolism alone won't save you. Because sign 5 is the ultimate separator. It's about recovery. And most men are failing it so badly, they don't even realize their body's breaking down between sessions. Most men think they need more rest as they age. Dead wrong. You need better rest. More efficient recovery, not more days off. Elite physiques train 4 to 5 times per week and wake up ready. Average guys train 3 times and feel wrecked for 48 hours. The difference? They've engineered recovery like a performance metric. Sleep quality drops 75% from age 30 to 70. Deep sleep, the phase where growth hormone peaks and muscles actually repair, vanishes. Unless you force it back. Blackout curtains. Room temperature at 65 degrees. Magnesium glycinate 400 milligrams before bed. These aren't suggestions, they're tools. You want deep sleep? You architect it. Protein timing matters more after 60 than at any other age. Post-workout, 30 grams of protein within 90 minutes, not 2 hours later, not when you get home, within 90 minutes. Before bed, another 30 grams of casein, slow digesting, feeds your muscles while you sleep for 7 to 8 hours. This isn't broscience, it's mTOR pathway activation. Your muscles repair, or they atrophy. There's no neutral. Inflammation control separates the men who recover from the men who break down. Omega-3s, 2 to 3 grams daily. Curcumin, tart cherry juice, not supplements, tools, because chronic inflammation after 60 is the silent assassin of recovery. You can sleep 8 hours and still wake up stiff if your body's fighting systemic inflammation. The 48-hour test, train legs hard on Monday. If you can't train upper body Wednesday without feeling systemically fatigued, not sore fatigued, your recovery's broken. Fix sleep first, then nutrition, then training volume. Those are the 5 signs. Grip strength that outlasts men half your age, visible muscle separation, balance like you're 40, metabolism that defies the textbook, recovery speed that seems impossible. You've got all 5? You're in the 2%? You've got 3? You're close, but close doesn't count. You've got 1 or none? You're average. And average after 60 means invisible. So the question isn't whether you're elite, it's whether you're willing to do what elite demands. So, are you in the 2%? Or are you lying to yourself? Most men watching this won't do anything. They'll nod along, feel motivated for 15 minutes, and change nothing. Elite physiques aren't built on motivation. They're built on systems, non-negotiables, grip strength, muscle separation, balance, metabolic advantage, recovery speed. Those aren't genetic gifts. They're the result of years of discipline most men don't have. But you're still here, which means you might be different. You want the physique that makes doctors ask what you're doing? It's not sexy. It's protein targets, dead hangs, sleep optimization, showing up when your body says quit. That's the blueprint. No fluff, no hype, just what works. If you want the exact training splits that preserve muscle after 60, I've got that video linked. And if this hit you, subscribe. Because this channel doesn't do participation trophies. We do results. You're either committed to the protocol or you're not.